So is it possible to have a successful pitch of your feature script and they let you direct it as well? So I assume you mean a first-time writer-director or first-time director. So that's kind of where I'm going to tailor my comments. So the biggest problem with a first-time director is cast. You've got to get cast to say yes. And the bigger the cast, the more likely they are to not want to work with a director who's never worked with anybody else. If we're talking A-list talent, true A-listers or triple A-listers, even if you go out and make them like a huge multi-million-dollar offer, they're probably not going to accept if the director has never worked with name cast before. So that's a hurdle every actor has to cross at some point. Sometimes it takes a year or two to cross it. Sometimes, I know directors for 10 or 15 years have been trying to get a project with, big enough cast to let them step up to the next level where offers to, A-listers will be taken seriously. For instance, if you bring me a script and then you ask if you can direct it, I'm not immediately against it, but my first thought is going to be, if I bring this other director who I know has a relationship with this A-list actor, I know I can get that actor to say yes. And that's the goal, really, is to make the movie, right? So that's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to produce a movie that is makeable, and you need cast to do that. Now, sometimes the project gets moving, you bring in a director, he attaches somebody who's worked with who's an A-lister, A-lister reads it and really loves it, and you move along. And then that director can't do the movie. Maybe his wife's having a baby. Maybe he just got some incredible offer to reboot, Batman or Superman or something, so he goes. But the actor still really likes the project. And then the question is who's going to replace him? And if you have been cool and you are there and you're helping do rewrites and stuff and you're part of that development process, then you're in the pocket and will probably be considered to direct the movie as the writer. This is why I always recommend that writers be willing to let somebody else direct their screenplay. It's because, they can get other directors can get the project made, whereas you might stop the project from getting made. So at the end of the day, do you want to be a writer on a produced movie, or do you want to be a writer-director on a movie that is unproduced? Because here's the thing, if you're the writer and I set up your movie with a different director and A-list talent, the next time you write a screenplay, guess who's going to be willing to read that screenplay? The same talent who starred in your last movie, right? So this stuff happens in pieces. It doesn't all happen overnight. Don't insist on directing something you've wrote unless you want to risk killing the project.